Welcome to the True False Not Given lesson. Now, this lesson will explain how to answer true false not given questions for IELTS. First, you will be presented with a list of facts. You then have to look at the text in order to decide if the facts are true, false, or not given. Now, here are some tips that you need to remember. If the fact you're given is clearly in the reading, then it is true. If the reading says the opposite of the fact you've been given, then it's false. If it's not true or false, then it is not given. Now, here are some strategies to answer the true, false, not given questions. Now, remember, the questions follow the order of the text. Say, for example, question 1 will be found in paragraph 1, question 2 will be found in paragraph 2. Then, for question 3, look paragraph 3 downward, so don't look too far away. And then next, scan the text to find where the answer is using keywords from the question. So try to underline those keywords, usually the opinions. And then when you find where the answer is, read the text carefully to identify if you think it's true, false, or not given. And then remember, the questions will probably use synonyms rather than the exact words. So make sure that you try to practice your vocabulary. Now, next, look out for controlling words such as only, all, never. For example, if the question of question says some and the fact in the text says all, then definitely it's false. And don't spend a long time looking for an answer to one question. It's probably not given if you cannot find it. So just read it twice. If you cannot find it, then write not given. So don't waste time looking for something that is not there. Make sure you use the correct code. Yes, no information is sometimes used. So these questions are slightly different and you look for opinions rather than facts. Now let's look at this example statement taken from the first sentence in the reading. Now, chiles originate in South America and have been eaten for at least 9,500 years. Now let's look at some of the examples of IELTS true, false, not given statements with answers. So first, chiles come from South America. So why it's true? Because you can find a statement that originate and come from are synonyms. And then, of course, there's no synonym for South America, and you find it in the text. So that's why the first statement is true. Next, let's go to question number 2. People began eating chiles in the last few centuries. Now, here, let's try to underline in the last few centuries. So try to underline numbers and check. If we look at the original, it says at least 9,500 years. So that's why at least 9,500 years is not the same as in the last few centuries. That's why the answer is false. And now let's look at question number 3. South Americans were the first people to start eating chiles. So here, we try to underline the keyword from this question. First people, and then South Americans. So if we compare it with the statement, there's no mention of South Americans. And there's also no mention of first people. So don't make assumptions. Don't base your answers from assumptions. So it's possible, since Chile's origin in South America, that South Americans were the first people, but we don't know for sure. So that's why we write not given.